This design proposal for the K. Blair Hospice building will prioritize making residents and their families feel accepted for their diversity, along with all of their values and wishes. It will make them feel welcomed exactly as they are, and will celebrate the variety of individuals that will interact with this building. It is important to show the residents of Brampton that come from all over the world that K. Blair Hospice is a place where they will be valued and appreciated for everything that makes them who they are, by respecting and honoring everything that is important to them. For these reasons, it is imperative that residents feel comfortable in their environment and feel free to personalize their experience based on their wishes. The notion of creating a place that feels like home was essential to this design proposal. Capturing what makes a place feel like home and using these intangible elements to design the hospice was a process that brought about the central theme of the project. The main concept of this building's design originates from patchwork quilting and mosaic art. This kind of patchwork quilting is a staple in many homes and is a universal symbol of home. Some of the feelings and connotations that it sparks in people are warmth, personalization, variety, and comfort. These are feelings that will be mimicked throughout the building using similar design principles. Mosaic art is a symbol of harmony and diversity. The imagery of many parts coming together to create a whole perfectly mimics the idea of welcoming people from all walks of life into the building. The ground floor is where the resident rooms, along with their necessary support spaces, and the principal public spaces are located. The spatial organization follows a clustered assembly, which goes along with the imagery of the piecing together of smaller parts to create a whole. This allows for a higher amount of exterior wall surface along the resident rooms in order to maximize the amount of glazing and views to the outside that each resident will get. This clustered massing also breaks up the scale of the building from the outside, helping it to blend in with its surrounding residential context. The resident rooms are all located along the edges of the building, facing the surrounding natural context. There are opportunities for glazing on at least two sides for the majority of the rooms. Privacy is optimized for the residents, with the rooms being set in and out at different levels. This reduces the need for privacy walls on their patios and maximizes the views that residents can have from their rooms. There is a main entrance for visitors into the public spaces and a dedicated entrance for staff members that leads them into the resident wing or to the upstairs level where the offices and staff room are located. This entrance will also be used for loading and services, and this can also be used as an entrance to transport patients to and from their rooms in their beds. Each staircase acts as a fire exit as well as a staircase for daily use. The second floor above houses the secondary public and staff spaces. Visiting families of residents or those attending various functions being held in the building can access the gathering room, children's playroom, and multi-faith room. Staff can use their own dedicated staircase next to the staff vestibule to access the private offices, boardroom, office storage, and staff room. The floor is divided into separate public and private wings with 2 different staircases and elevators that can be used to access them. From the exterior, the ground floor has more visual weight and is composed primarily of solid walls with punched-out windows, while the floor above is composed largely of curtain walls. This creates a grounding image of the ground floor acting as a solid base for the building. Certain windows have mullion patterns that reflect the intricate patterning of quilting design. There are overhangs above all glazing elements, primarily on the southwest and southeast facing sides of the building. The dining room on the ground floor, directly adjacent to the reception area, will be a featured double-height space. Having a large open space such as this one will make residents and their families feel valued and respected, as it offers them an opportunity to dine in a space that projects importance and opulence. The large overhead window with an overhang above will bring in ample ambient light while also maintaining a level of privacy and seclusion from the exterior. People will see this space immediately upon walking into the reception area from the main entrance. The resident room wing on the ground floor will have an entry space that allows for families to be seated among each other as necessary. It is adjacent to the nursing station and features an intricate mosaic ceiling design. The importance of the design of the ceiling cannot be overlooked in this building. When residents are laying in their beds in their rooms or are being transported through the building on their beds, they will spend a considerable amount of time staring straight up at the ceiling. An overlooked and under-designed ceiling plane would be extremely disheartening to residents, as they will spend so much of their time looking up at it. Patterned ceilings will be a recurring motif throughout the building to offer the residents a positive distraction as needed.